Hello, and welcome to part 2 of episode 1 of Painting with Ferngully. I'm so glad that you were able to join me today. And so basically, what I'm going to do is draw our little buddy here. So let's just dip the brush a little bit and get some of these nice greens, happy little greens in here. If we can just get this watercolor started. Let's see here. Okay, I think that'll do the trick. Whoops. Alright, so we're going to start with a nice round shell. And basically, we're going to really pay attention to the texture here, so you know, there we are. That's some nice ugly lines. And did I say ugly? Because actually I meant happy little turtle shell lines there. Just beat that right in there, and seem to be having a little bit of a problem, so just dip the brush in there. We'll be okay after that. There we are. Yeah, and after this shell is nice and filled out, oop, we have a little bit of a hair there. We're just going to use this makeup brush, and apparently that's not going to do anything. So then we'll just. So there we are. So I notice Ferngully has a little bit of some nice cadmium. Yellow, just made that up. I heard that once. And I'm just going to put some yellow in there. Mix some nice yellows. Yes, Ferngully is a very excellent model. After that, and now we'll have a quick break, and there will be no real time that passes. I'm just going to show you a few things while I don't do anything. Alright, so probably we should get a little bit of red in there. After all, he is a red-eared slider. So just put some red there. I'm a very lazy painter, so I don't really like to change my brush that much. You know, I don't like to change brushes or wipe my brush off. But if I do, you know, I'll just, there you go, little buddy. And just gonna, there you go. And a little bit of red in there. Those beautiful, big, beautiful red ears. And we'll get some legs. Those are usually the easiest part, so that's very nice. And I know one thing you've noticed is that there's a missing light source. So you know what? I'm just going to take a quick break, and we'll get right back to the light source here on Painting with Ferngully. Hey, little buddy. Okay, so now you'll see I've added the sun for some light source. It kind of looks like this turtle is flying. And you know, that's nice. That's a very nice freedom I think we should all be afforded, even turtles. And so I'm just going to let him kind of float there. And this is, you know, our happy little world of non-judgment. And so if he were actually flying, you know, that would be perfectly okay. Even though, surprise, surprise, he's actually in a little bit of water now. And so I think all that's really left to do is sign this masterpiece. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of this cadmium green. Also made that up, but I like the name. And just sign that piece right there. So make sure your name is nice and legible. And there we are. And so you'll see the likeness almost immediately. Between there he goes. That's not your brother, silly. That's you. Anyway, Well, thanks for joining me on episode 6 of our first season. And I'm so glad that we can learn together. Say bye, Ferngully. Doing some pull-ups. You must have been watching my pull-up workout video. Oh, very one-handed. Very impressive, Ferngully. I've got to say, that is really amazing.